Before we start, I want to ask you something. Think about the last time you sat down to trade or even just looking at trades. You felt genuinely clear about what you were doing and why. Not just following a rally, not copying someone else's setup, but actually understanding the market you were in, the decisions you were making, and the risk you were taking. For most traders, that level of clarity is rare, and that is the real reason most retail traders do not last. And this channel exists to change that. In the first video, I'm going to show you exactly what we're building here, and our framework looks like, and why the approach we use at Lumeric Trading is very different from what you typically see in this space. My name is Bobby. I'm the founder and lead instructor at Lumeric Trading. Lumeric is a futures trading education program built around one core idea: clarity and structure. The name itself comes from two words: lumen, meaning light and clarity, and matrix, meaning measurement and structure. That is the foundation of everything we do here. It also reflects how we operate. Clear knowledge, better decisions, stronger traders. Everything we teach here is process-driven, not personality-driven. This is not about building a following, it's about building traders who understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. If you want to go deeper, you'll find links to the free courses, our comprehensive trading program, and our course book in the description below. There's a line from the preface of my book, Day Trading Futures, A Practitioner's Guide for Independent Trader, that I wanted to share with you. It captures exactly where most retail traders find themselves before they gain real direction. The line is, our goal is to replace confusion with clarity and unrealistic expectations with a grounded, actionable methodology. That is the mission here at Lumeric. It sounds very straightforward, but when you look at most trading education, the gap is obvious. A lot of traders, especially the ones who put in the effort, end up collecting strategy without understanding the context, theories behind the strategy. They learn entries, but not what actually drives the price movement. They watch trade recaps and try to copy decisions that were made in a very specific context, a context that's rarely explained. So over time, they build up information, but not understanding. And that leads to a dangerous place, where it feels like you know a lot, but you're actually still missing the foundation of how markets actually move. And that is a real problem we're trying to fix here. This is my most honest advice to any new traders out there. Approach trading with curiosity, patience, and humility. Seek truth, improve your judgment, and let skill guide the outcome. Money follows mastery, never the other way around. This idea, our philosophy, goes directly against how most trading education is marketed. The usual pitch is simple. Here's the strategy, here's a signal, follow these steps, and the money will come. Step A, B, C, D, clean and predictable. However, this is not how it works. If it were, the results would be obvious. Study after study shows that most people who enter this space lose money, and according to one study, as much as 97% of them do not make it the first year. This is not because the market is rigged, it is because most traders are trying to execute without the judgment, discipline, and structural understanding required to operate in real conditions. And that is exactly what we aim to fix here as well. At Lumeric, our entire framework is built around 4 pillars. These are the areas every serious independent traders need to understand and develop. The first pillar is market dynamics. This is about understanding who is in the market, what they are trying to do, and how prices form, and what actually drives the price movement you see on the chart. Most retail traders skip this step and go straight to technical analysis. That is a serious problem because if you don't understand the market, you're not really reading it, you're just reacting to it. The second pillar is trade analysis. This includes technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and order flow analysis. In simple terms, this is how to interpret what the market is showing you. But the goal is not to use indicators just because they look impressive and fancy. The goal is to understand which tool helps you make better decisions, when they are useful, and what are their limitations. The third pillar is risk management. This includes position sizing, stop placement, reward to risk ratio, drawdown control, and leverage management. This is where most traders get into trouble, not always because they pick the wrong direction, but because they manage the risk poorly. In trading, being right is not enough. You also have to survive being wrong. The fourth pillar is trading psychology. This is the mental side of trading. The emotional cycle, the herd behavior, the pressure, the gap between knowing what to do and actually doing it when real money is on the line. And here's the key point. You need all 4. And these pillars exist side by side and work together. If one area is weak, it will eventually show up in your results no matter how strong the other areas are. That is why this channel will address all 4 pillars clearly, in order, and in depth. If you agree with this approach and it makes sense to you, hit the like button and subscribe. It helps other traders to reach this program who may also benefit from it. And drop the word trading in the comments below. We'll send you our free guide, 7 reasons why independent traders fail. It breaks down the patterns behind most trading losses, and more importantly, what to do about them. If you're a serious trader and serious about improving, it is a solid place to start, and it is completely free of charge. Over the next few months, every video on this channel follows a clear structure. Each one maps directly to a chapter in the curriculum. We start with the fundamentals, what a futures contract is, how the market actually works, and who the key participants are. Then we move into trade analysis, risk management, and the psychological pattern that either strengthen or break a trader over time. Everything connects back to the 4 pillars, and each video builds on top of the last. The book Day Trading Futures, A Practitioner's Guide for Independent Traders, is the written version of the entire framework and its curriculum. It covers all 4 pillars plus a full module on futures basics across 80 chapters, and the book draws from more than 150 academic and professional sources. If you want depth, structure, and real example that you can rely on, this is your reference. You'll find it on Amazon, and the link is in description below. Our channel is completely free, and the goal is simple. It is here to be genuinely useful, not a teaser, not a preview, but real education that helps you become a more informed and disciplined trader. This is what we're trying to build. Let's get to work. Here's what I want you to take away from this. First, the goal of this channel is simple. Replace confusion with clarity. Every video is a part of a structured curriculum, not just some random collection of tips or setups. Second, money follows mastery, never the other way around. The focus here is framework first. You build real understanding before you worry about results. Third, the Lumeric framework is built on 4 pillars: market dynamics, trade analysis, risk management, and trading psychology. You need all 4 working together to perform consistently. This channel covers each of them in depth. Fourth, everything is connected. The channel connects to the book connects to the course. It is one system built to give you a complete path forward. That is the foundation. I will see you in the next video. If this gave you a clear sense of what this channel is about, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. We post structured futures education every week, and each video builds on the last. If you're going to follow this, follow in sequence. Comment trading below and we'll send you the 7 reasons why independent traders fail guide. It is free and is tied directly back to the 4 pillars we covered today. If you're ready to go beyond YouTube, the Lumeric Trading program walks through the full framework in depth. Market dynamics, trade analysis, risk management, and trading psychology. All structured and taught step by step. You'll find the link in the description. And for those who want more of a personal touch and direct guidance, I offer limited one-to-one coaching sessions where we take a focused, in-depth look at your trading, your process, your decision, and where things need to improve. You can book that directly through the website or in the link below. Our official course book, Day Trading Futures, A Practitioner's Guide for Independent Traders, is also available on Amazon. It is the written version of everything we teach here. Even the preface alone will give you the right perspective before you go further. If you'd like to learn more about futures trading, click this video. You're one video closer to being a professional futures trader. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.